In an era of unprecedented connectivity and comfort, we find ourselves grappling with a paradox. Despite having access to more information and resources than ever before, many of us feel adrift, searching for meaning in a sea of data and distractions. Yet, anxiety, burnout, and nihilism are on the rise. We're drowning in information but starving for wisdom. As the renowned psychiatrist Viktor Frankl once said, "Those who have a why to live can bear with almost anyhow." This profound statement underscores the critical importance of having a personal philosophy of life. This crisis of purpose isn't just a philosophical quandary, it's a pressing issue, affecting our mental health, longevity, and overall well-being. We end up living by default rather than design, allowing external forces to shape our path instead of intentionally crafting the life we truly desire. Ancient wisdom traditions offer timeless insights that remain remarkably relevant in our modern context. Take Stoicism, for instance, a Greek philosophy that emphasizes focusing on what we can control and accepting what we can't. The Stoic philosopher Epictetus sagely noted, "It's not things that disturb us, but our judgments about them." This perspective can be incredibly liberating in our anxiety-prone culture. Rather, it's your personal compass, a framework that guides your decisions, actions, and overall approach to existence. It acknowledges that suffering is an inevitable part of life but provides practical tools like mindfulness and compassion to reduce that suffering. These are the practical maxims that will inform your daily decisions and actions. Create a personal manifesto that articulates your values, purpose, and principles. This isn't a one-and-done exercise. Revisit and refine your manifesto regularly, perhaps on a monthly basis. Examples might include progress over perfection or compassion before judgment. It's the difference between drifting aimlessly and sailing purposefully towards a meaningful destination. It's the key to living a life of intention, resilience, and fulfillment. Align your habits, relationships, and goals with the framework you've developed. This is where the rubber meets the road, where abstract ideas transform into concrete actions that shape your life. These principles act as shortcuts, helping you navigate complex situations with consistency and integrity. The Buddha's Eightfold Path serves as a comprehensive life framework, guiding adherence towards ethical conduct, mental discipline, and wisdom. Without it, we risk drifting aimlessly, constantly reacting to the latest trends, opinions, and fears that bombard us daily. This modern European philosophy posits that life has no inherent meaning. Instead, we must create our own. It's about having a direction and North Star to guide you through life's complexities. Because if you don't define your life, someone else will. Craft a philosophy that resonates with your deepest values and aspiration. Then live it day by day, decision by decision, because in doing so, you're not just existing, you're truly living. And in that lies the potential for a life of profound meaning, impact, and satisfaction. External forces, societal expectations, marketing messages, or the opinions of others will fill the void. It's a deeply individual process, but there are some key steps that can guide you. This forms the foundation of your philosophy. As Jean-Paul Sartre famously declared, "Man is nothing else but what he makes of himself." It's progress, it's growth. It's about becoming more aligned with your authentic self and your highest ideals. So embrace the journey of developing and living your philosophy of life. It may be the most important work you ever do. What causes or ideals would you be willing to dedicate your life to or even die for? This isn't about grandiose gestures, but about identifying what truly matters to you at your core. This perspective places the responsibility for finding meaning squarely on our shoulders, which can be both daunting and empowering. In contrast, those who have developed a clear life philosophy act with clarity, courage, and conviction. They are less likely to waste their lives living by someone else's standards, a pitfall that Steve Jobs famously warned against. It encompasses your beliefs about what truly matters, how you should live, and why you exist. As the website Really Live Life aptly puts it, a philosophy of life is simply a grand term for how you believe you could live your best life. Recent studies from Harvard Health in 2023 have shown that individuals with a clear sense of purpose tend to live longer, healthier, and more resilient lives. But what exactly is a philosophy of life? It's not some lofty, abstract theory reserved for academics. The need for such a philosophy has never been more urgent. The American Psychological Association reported in 2022 that people with a defined life philosophy consistently report higher levels of fulfillment and lower levels of regret. This finding shouldn't surprise us, after all. Without a guiding philosophy, we're prone to chasing success without truly understanding what success means to us personally. We fall into the trap of constant comparison, feeling empty and burning out as we struggle to keep up with ever-shifting societal expectations. Living without philosophy is akin to sailing a boat without a rudder or charts. As Thrive Global eloquently states, fortunately, we don't have to start from scratch when developing our personal philosophy. Buddhism, originating in India, offers another profound framework. For those drawn to more contemporary thought, existentialism provides a compelling alternative. So how does one go about building a personal philosophy of life? First, define your core values. What principles do you stand for? What are the non-negotiables that you refuse to compromise on, no matter the circumstances? Next, clarify your purpose. Reflect deeply on what gives your life meaning. Then, choose your guiding principles. Once you've done this introspective work, it's crucial to write it down. The final and most important step is to live your philosophy daily. As we conclude, it's important to remember that developing a life philosophy isn't about having all the answers. In this age of information overload and constant distraction, having a clear philosophy of life isn't just beneficial, it's essential. So take the time to reflect, to question, to define what truly matters to you. Remember, the goal isn't perfection. Grow relentlessly.